Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and it's a beautiful morning here in Las Vegas. Started out a little earlier today than normal. Gets a little bit to beat the heat, maybe, and number two, I just couldn't sleep, so came down here to get an earlier start on the day. Supposed to get up to about 96 degrees today. It's the projected high, so we'll see if it gets there. Right now there's no wind at all, which is really nice. Take a look here at the Shell station. Price for regular gas is $4.09 here. They cheapest price in town here in Las Vegas is $3.19. $3.19. And that station is actually fairly close to here, to be honest with you. It's like if you head back up Las Vegas Boulevard here, before you get to Sunset, yeah, if you're going to, like, say, Town Square, it's right there. There's a Chevron station right up there. It's like that's the one that's $3.19. It's a lot of stations here in town. It's like that are between about 325 to 330. You know, around residential areas and stuff like that. Costco, which normally has the cheapest gas in town, was in the about 325 range. Take a look over here at this McDonald's. You know, I was walking by here. They get the breakfast on a bagel. I have never had that. I'm gonna have to actually I'm gonna have to try that. They get the bagel sandwiches, sausage, steak, or bacon. Now, I've had the steak breakfast sandwich, but it was actually on an English muffin. It wasn't on a bagel. So, but I want to try it on a bagel, but I'm not going to do that right now anyway, so I continue walking northbound here. Hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything on final numbers since, like, Vegas, if you know, if they had a good weekend. And I know there were a lot of people in town. The casinos were that I went through anyway were really jamming up, so it looked like it was good. But with everything else, it's like you'll have to see what the final numbers actually say. It's like to see if it stayed in the realms of the last couple of years, the numbers. I know the room rates were high, which usually is an indicator that the occupancy is high, so we'll see. Got to gauge the how good the city does by kind of like the room rates, to be honest with you. You know, it's like the gambling, you know, everybody always talks about gambling revenue, which is still really important here in Las Vegas, obviously. I mean, it still accounts for billions of dollars, right? But you know, most of the properties, including the big ones, you know, like MGM Resorts and Caesars, the entertainment stuff, only about 25% of all revenue they take in is from gambling. 25%. 75% is from hotel room revenue, you know, food, entertainment. Retail and everything else that the corporate world of the casinos can nickel and dime you out of, you know. See this little Nirvana Hotel here. Actually, there's no cars in there. They must have had, well, I take that back. There's one car back in the back there. One person had a room. That little old motel still gets great reviews. It's like if you go onto Expedia or Hotel.com or whatever, they still get great, fantastic reviews actually. So you saw there, it was like the prices during the week. It said $89 with no resort fee plus tax. That place used to be, it was called like Motel 8. And man, there used to be all kinds of problems there. I mean, every weekend you would see like police in there. I saw a couple times there were SWAT teams in there. Looks like somebody broke in here. And then they closed it up. The owners closed it down and went to work on renovation. And it was closed for a few months. They went through, renovated all the rooms, changed their whole marketing. You know, where it also, that price also includes like a breakfast in the morning. Includes just all kinds of little things. So, and I know at one time, you know, the owner was talking about what a difference it made. But as you can see, it's like, you know, today anyway, after a major holiday, there was only one car in there, so. Hopefully the rooms are still nice, but like I said, the reviews of people that have stayed there are still like very good. I mean, it still rates very high on the user reviews. So anyway, I take a look down the strip here. I don't know if any of you saw, there was like a final ruling from the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, based on resort fees, to where, the bottom line is resort fees aren't going away anytime soon. But they made it to where all these properties websites had to disclose right up front what the resorts fees are and what the total price per night that you're going to pay. I know there were a lot of people that saw the FTC ruling and thought resort fees were going away, they were gone. But that's not the case. They've just made it to where you kind of have to know, or you will know, realistically. It's like what your total price is. So you kind of get the idea of like the room price and resort fees is a total room cost. Or before, I guess some websites were kind of like ambiguous as to what you were reading, They would tell you the room was $30, say, and then somewhere hidden in the information someplace, they'd have, resort fee $50. Or now they have to be up front and actually included in the total price. So that's all that really meant. Oh, what a beautiful morning, huh? Alright everybody, I think it's going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you joining me today. Hey, putter around here in Las Vegas for a little bit, go home and maybe try to get some sleep. I'm Lone Wolf Rick. Thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate y'all. Everybody take care of yourselves, okay? Please stay healthy. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Hey, bye-bye.